Hey everyone, how's it going? Solomon Christ here. In today's tutorial, in this video here, we're going to be going over VAPI and how you can actually get your own AI voice agent to help you out, whether it is in customer service, appointment setting, and so on and so forth, and connect it up into N8N. So it's going to be exciting. We're going to go over VAPI and do a how-to, and then we're going to actually use it inside of a tool called N8N for automation and actually getting things to, really do some cool stuff. So if you're excited about it, let's dive right in. All right, so here is VAPI, and VAPI is all about making voice AI simple and accessible. It's an incredible system, an incredible tool that allows you to get it up and running really fast with your own AI voice agent. And it's really, really powerful. And so we're going to do a little demo here. So when you start, first go ahead to the bottom of your screen there and just click on the link to actually get to VAPI. And, it's an affiliate link. So thank you for signing up using the affiliate link there. But once you sign up for VAPI, what you're going to see is this dashboard here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a new assistant. All right. And just click on the Create Assistant button there. And you could choose from various types of assistants here. And then there's a blank template as well. For now, we'll just start off with like a customer support one so you guys get an idea. There's a lot of things that you can actually do. And basically what you want to do is you want to train your AI. So in this case here, let's just call this here Nancy. There you go. All right. And so you have a whole cost analysis here. You've got the VAPI cost. You've got the speech-to-text system, STT, speech-to-text system, which in this case is DeepGram. It's at 1 cent per minute. And then you've got your AI model. In this case, it's GPT-4o mini for 1 cent a minute. And then you've got the actual voice, which is what voice they're going to be using. This is the text-to-speech system by 11 Labs. And it is really, really, nice, but it's a little bit more on the expensive side. It's at 3 cents. So one of the things that you want to do is you go into your voice section here and you can actually change and, kind of choose what you want. Now, when you're actually demoing or just like doing some debugging and stuff, you maybe want to use a cheaper, voice for now. So I'll use the DeepGram one and, you get this Asteria here. And now you can see that the price is now 1 cent per minute right here, which is actually a lot lower in price compared to the 3 cents. So you save an extra 2 cents when you're doing that. And if you're doing a lot of testing, this is actually a good way to save a little bit of money. Now, inside of this voice section, since we're already here, if you go down, you're going to see background noise or background sound. Over here, I usually like to set it to office because it makes it feel more realistic. But that's really up to you. All right, so once you've got that, let's click on publish here so that we kind of save that there. And let's go back to model to kind of define what this is. Now, the first message is you want to name what our actual, AI agent is. And we're going to say, hello, this is Nancy. All right, how may I assist you today? This is what they'll say at the beginning. And then we want to kind of describe who Nancy is or your, AI model. So I'll just say Nancy is a sophisticated AI training assistant. I'll just put AI sales assistant. So sales assistant. And so one of the things that you want to do is you want to actually take this entire thing and kind of like change it around. So replace where it says Ava to Nancy. All right, so I'm going to do that right now. All right, and once you're done with that, just go ahead and hit publish again. That should update that there. Another thing that you want to do is you could actually put some sections here, such as, put a hashtag and the word role, and you could actually, define that role. You could define how tools work as well, which we'll go over in just a bit. But, in this case here, we are using, 2 stars and, what this is like major mode of interaction, or you can use a hashtag. Each one should work. I've tested both and, they seem to work fine. But basically, once you've got that set up, all right, at this point, we should be able to work with the actual system. All right, so let's just give that a try and just let's hear what it sounds like so far.
Hello, this is Nancy. How may I assist you today?
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Hello, I'm here and ready to help you. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, I wanted to learn more about what your services are.
Absolutely. I'm designed to help train customer support agents by simulating a variety of service scenarios. I can guide you through different interactions, provide feedback on your responses, and help you develop skills like active listening, empathy, and problem solving. Is there a specific area or scenario you're interested in exploring?
Nope, that's it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions in the future or want to practice some scenarios, just let me know. I'm here to help. Have a great day.
All right. So, you got to hear that, and that's actually pretty powerful already. Okay, so now that you've actually heard that and you saw how powerful that is, let's actually go into, actually using this a little bit more inside of our own systems. Many times, I mean, this is great that you've got an agent that could do this, but you want to use it with your own stuff. And especially if you're inside of the automation space, maybe you're working with a customer or a client who needs to have access to a voice system like this to, set appointments, to set up their calendar, to send out emails. There's so much stuff that can be done. And when we interconnect the N8N systems, you're going to start to see some really cool stuff that we could do. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to go into our function section here. And you're going to see that right now there's several tools that we're going to have to create. We don't have anything yet, but there is this enable end call function. So make sure you check that off. Because that's going to make sure that the agent itself can kind of end the call, and it kind of knows how to do that. The challenge is that if you don't do that, then it won't end the call, and thus you'll end up getting charged more money. All right, so once you do that, hit publish so that it saves that. And now let's go into the advanced section. So over here, there's going to be several areas that we do need to check out. And as you can see, if we go down here, there's going to be this server URL. That's going to come in handy later on. But for right now, we're going to skip over that. Let's go ahead and change this here for client messages. What we actually need here is something called transcript. All right, so just only check off transcript here for the client messages. And then for server messages, all we need is the end of call report. We don't need any of these others. So go ahead and publish that now, and that should save things. So this end of call message is what the agent would say at the very end of the call. So you can actually customize it the way you would like. All right, so now let's go in and actually create the tools that we're going to need. So make sure you hit publish to save this. All right, and now we're going to get to the tools section. So on the left side here, you're going to see tools, and we're going to click on create tool, and we're going to select function. We're going to call this tool my N8N training. Okay, and we're just going to say that this is a tool that will send back the available times. All right, so what times are available? That's it. Over here, it's going to be important to get the server URL. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So we're going to hit save here. All right. And now we're going to go back to the assistants panel here. And then we're going to select our assistant, Nancy. We're going to select functions. And now inside of this tool section, if you click the drop down, you'll see the new My N8N training tool. Select that, make sure it's there, and now click on publish. Now we have to dive into N8N, and we're going to now follow along as we start getting that all set up. So here we are in a blank N8N workflow here. We're going to be starting off by naming this workflow VAPI train or training, whatever you want. And the first thing that we need to do is understand from the documentation, we need to do something called webhooks. And we're going to have to return a final results JSON data file or data output, which is exactly like this. All right. So let's start off by creating a webhook. So click on add first step. We're going to select webhook. All right. So there we go. There it is, webhook. And it's really important that you set the HTTP method to post. All right. Or else this won't work. Next, for the response, we want to respond once we use the respond webhook. All right. So respond to webhook node. That's when we want to actually send the response out. All right. These two are very important settings that you need to have for this to work correctly for VAPI. All right. So now that we have these two set up, this is the URL that we need to now put into VAPI. All right, so this is the next set of steps that you need to have or else this won't work. So we're going to click here to copy this URL, and this is a test URL. When we go live, you're going to use a production URL. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't forget to change this in VAPI. There's going to be several spots that you have to change it, so make sure you do that. All right, so here we are. I'm copying the test URL. I'm going to go back to VAPI. I'm going to click on Advanced, and I'm going to go down here to where the server URL is, and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to hit Publish. We're going to do that again, but now for the tools. So you're going to click on Tools. You're going to select My N8N Training. You're going to go down, and where it says Server URL, you're going to paste that in. Let's hit Save. All right, so now that we have this here, I want you to copy this My N8N Training. And there's one more thing that we have to do on the VAPI side here, and that is we need to tell the actual AI to use this function or this tool. So we're going to create another section here called Get Calendar Times Available. All right. So now we're just going to say to Nancy or the AI, please use the, and then we're going to put this into single quotes here, My N8N Training function to get a list of calendar times available for a meeting. And now make sure you hit Publish. When we get back here, there's one more item that we have to add, and that is of course our ending respond to webhook node. So let's do that right now. And let's type in here respond to webhook. All right, and now we're going to double click on this, and we're going to click on respond with JSON. And then over here in the response body, let's go and get this actual JSON here, copy it, and then we're going to paste it in here, just like that. And now, if everything looks good, so this is a wrong call ID, so I'm just going to put the letter X, and then I'm just going to put the letter Y because we don't know what this X is yet. So we actually have to do a test. All right, so let's go ahead and hit Save. And now we're going to test this workflow out.
This is Nancy. How may I assist you today?
Yeah, I just need to find out the calendar times.
Yes, I'm here to help. I'll retrieve the available calendar times for you right now.
All right, so now from there, we got some data back. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to actually send back some information. Now, the fact that we got this result Y and this tool call ID X, well, we need to now assign this. So in between here now, I can actually remove this here. I can do all kinds of interesting things. For now, I'm just going to do a simple edit, which will actually edit fields are set. It will actually get me the information I need here. Let's just cut that out there. And let's just connect up this guy here, just like that. And let's now drag in, we'll just do some JSON here. I want my output one to be the call ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the call ID section because I just need one item here. And that is going to be coming from body tool calls ID. So I could just take that there and just paste it there. I don't need this value. And if it gets stuck over here, just cut that out and paste it back right here. All right. So now I have the call ID. So now from here, I could just come back here and just execute the previous one. I got this call ID here, and that's what I replace this X with here. So call ID can come over here. All right. So as you can see, the call ID came out a little broken. I'll just paste it back up here. There we go. All right. So now I've got the call ID. So now it knows exactly where to go back and say, hey, you know what? I'm sending this data back to that specific call. But in between this, we could do a lot of other things. I can add more information and so on. But for now, I'm just going to put here that times available are, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. All right. So if I just do that, that in itself should make this work here. All right. So imagine in the future, you can actually now use N8N and manipulate the data how you want. This could be Google Calendar. This could be an email for Gmail. It could be whatever you want, which will manipulate this final data and give a result back for the VAPI system. All right, so we're going to now test this workflow out here. I'm just going to hit save. And as you remember, it was 1, 2, and 4. So we're going to click on test workflow here. And let's give this a try.
This is Nancy. How may I assist you today?
Yeah, Nancy, what times are available for a meeting?
Give me a moment. Yes, I'm here. The available times for the meeting are 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Which time would work best for you?
So there you have it. Now you've learned a little bit more about VAPI, all right, and you learned how to make a workflow in N8N that will allow you to connect right back into VAPI. So imagine the types of tools that you could create. You could create appointment setting tools. You could create, calendar booking systems. You could create, email systems, which will actually send out emails. There's so many different ideas that you can now create using VAPI and N8N, all because you were able to do this workflow. All right. So if you want to get this, simply just go ahead and join my school page. No problem. This is available there. It's a very simple one. So, I don't even know if you really need this, but it'll be there. No problem. But this video is a very useful one for those who are, trying to get into automation and want to build something like this. All right. So there you have it. Now you know how to set up VAPI, what VAPI is, how to use it, and how to integrate it into your own automation system in N8N. From there, there's a lot of things that you could do to really push automation to the next level using artificial intelligence and the latest of technologies. I hope you enjoyed this session. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.